the cool part about all this is what that means is that you could go to a drugstore, buy one of these glucose monitors, put it on you, drink a glucose shot, and we could tell you what your subtype is. Normally, this would cost thousands of dollars in a research setting. Pretty soon, we hope to have it out there to the real world for free that you could actually just do this yourself, know what subtype you have, and that would put you on the alert that maybe you should watch out for potatoes. Or if you are going to eat those potatoes, again, do that quick walk afterwards, or make sure you eat things ahead of time that will suppress that spike.
And would the basic idea here, so just to back up for a second, people can buy continuous glucose monitors for like 50, $100, something like that. You can put it
Yep.
on for a week or two, sometimes more. And usually they come with an app these days. So you can put it on and the app will just kind of tell you exactly what the answer is. And it's pretty easy and brainless. It's not too difficult to use. But basically the idea here would be whether or not you're pre-diabetic or diabetic, or none of the above, you would probably want to use this to see which foods are driving the biggest glucose spikes in you and basically avoiding those. And certainly if you're pre-diabetic or diabetic, you really want to take great care to avoid the ones causing the biggest spikes.
Yeah, that's 100% right. Yeah. And then same with the mitigation, you'll want to learn how to mitigate those spikes. If you are going to eat these things, or again, and just pick up lifestyle habits that are simple to do. Here I'm 100% conflicted, but I have a company, January AI, that has built a whole program around this that basically, you know, you wear a glucose monitor, they can make all these predictions. They have a 54 million food database, so that this is where the whole field's going, so that you can basically not only take the foods you've eaten and that tell you what the spike, but they'll predict, you know, these other related foods are going to actually cause that same problem. So you should watch out for them as well. So if you, and these days you can go into a restaurant, you can scan the menu and it'll pop up and it'll tell you which foods are going to be the most glycemic for you. And so you actually can you know, again, this is really what precision, in this case, precision glucose control is all about. And I would argue this is where the future should go because we are also different. We
Yeah.
really do need to have this information because there's no way you can memorize 54 million foods.
Yeah. One of the things that you mentioned and that you found in this paper is that there were systematic differences between certain types of people. In particular, you saw a difference in the glucose response to rice between Asians and non-Asians. What was the result there, and how do you interpret and think about it?
Yeah, it's a good question. That one still surprises me because, you know, the assumption is that Asians eat more rice and therefore you'd think they'd have better control. Now, I think the rice we eat in today's world is very, very different than it was hundreds of years ago.
Yeah.
It's high yield grown, and it only has 8% protein. Whereas rice, ancient rice, people estimate was probably 20% protein.
Oh, wow.
Nutritional content is very, very different today. You know, it's a problem. We grow food for yield, not for
Right.
nutrition, unfortunately.
Right.
So basically, I'm guessing that maybe Asians, where, you know, it is a more common staple of the diet, were perhaps more attuned to a better, more nutritious rice than today. Otherwise, but like when you ask me what the basis of that is mechanistically, I honestly don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, someone else had discovered this first. We basically reconfirmed it. And now I would like to try and understand, is it due to the microbiome?